Canelo Alvarez's lawsuit against Golden Boy and DAZN is dismissed, but is it down for the count? Knuckleheads, welcome to the Fighters Rep, where we give you free fights, interviews in the fight game, and fight commentary from the mind of a promoter slash lawyer. Now, I know I've been on this Canelo lawsuit tip for the past few days, but it is big news, and I did want to discuss this particular issue, which seems to have reared its ugly head within the last few hours. It's about Canelo Alvarez's lawsuit being dismissed by the district court in the Central District of California, where he filed it. Now, a lot of people are leaving comments in my videos below. People are also discussing it online that the lawsuit is dismissed, and I'm not sure people really understand what's going on. So I want to show you guys that even though it's dismissed, it's not down for the count yet. So basically, in order to get into federal court, in order for a case to be heard by a federal court, in this case, a U.S. district court, there has to be either a federal question involved or diversity jurisdiction is what we call it. Basically, diversity jurisdiction is, any claim where the amount is over $75,000. And also by diversity, they mean that the parties in the claim have to be from either different states, sometimes different nationalities. It has to be different. And so what's going on here, the reason it's being dismissed is basically as follows. I'll read to you what the judge says. So he says, because the complaint alleges the citizenship of the LLC defendants as if they were corporations rather than as limited liability companies, the complaint has not properly alleged the citizenship of those parties. So obviously, to bring a claim to federal court, and like I said, you need diversity jurisdiction, you're going to have to show that as the plaintiff, which in this case would be Canelo, you live in a different state or have a different nationality where you're at than the defendants. What happened here is Canelo's legal team, it looks like, alleged the citizenship of the defendants, Golden Boy and DAZN, as if they were corporations. And the way it works with corporations is corporations are treated kind of like people. Wherever the corporation is doing business, wherever it's incorporated, that's the state that it's from, right? So as long as you're different from that, for example, I'm in California, Golden Boy, hypothetically speaking, company is in New York, then we have diversity jurisdiction. But in the case of an LLC, it gets a little trickier, right? In the case of an LLC, a limited liability company, you actually have to know the citizenship of each member of the LLC. So the legal team didn't do that here. It does sound tedious, and it is tedious to have to figure out where every single member of the LLC lives in order to satisfy diversity jurisdiction. But, it's something that you have to do in order to have diversity jurisdiction. And so the judge is basically giving Canelo until September 28th, I believe, to go ahead, amend the complaint, and show that there's actual diversity jurisdiction. My worry in this situation is because Canelo is including all these LLCs where you need every single member of the LLC, and because these LLCs include Golden Boy and DAZN and many other LLCs that may have members that live here in California, that may destroy diversity jurisdiction. Meaning that if one of these people is living in California and Canelo is saying he lives in California, then there would be no diversity jurisdiction. So that's kind of what worries me about this entire situation. So let me know if that clarified it for you. That's kind of the quick and dirty version. I don't want to get too technical for you guys. You guys can, look it up or ask me questions below if you're interested in finding out more about the reason the lawsuit is sort of dismissed, but not really. Again, he's being given time to amend it. Also, if you guys want me to make a video about what I think the outcome of the whole situation is going to be, let me know below and I'll do that. Somebody asked me about that today, but I'm not going to make a video just if one person suggests it. I'm going to need, some sort of consensus. I need to know if you guys want to hear what I think. You want me to give you my opinion on what's going to happen in the long run, I'm happy to make that video for you. Finally, Saturday nights we go live, so I ask that you guys join me. Tonight, we'll be going live after the UFC fights. Typically, we go live right after the fights. I don't know what name to give it yet. Maybe you guys have some suggestions, but Saturday Night Live, that's already taken, so we still will get together Saturday nights live after whatever fights are on to talk about combat sports or whatever it is you guys want to talk about. So Knuckleheads, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification icon next to it. Join Knucklehead Nation, the dopest channel in the fight game on YouTube where we give you free fights, man. Crazy commentary like this and interviews in the fight game. Get your Fighters Rep gear below in the link. If you don't have a shirt, mask, hoodie, tank, you don't know shit about the fight game. Knuckleheads, I'll talk to you soon. I'm out.